Now this particular graph is actually known as the stress curve. And the stress curve is actually telling you about comparing between performance and also level of stress. So if you look at this graph here, the x-axis is stress and the y-axis is performance. So the more stressed you are, there is a certain, it would correlate or reflect a certain performance level that you have. So it doesn't mean that you have no stress, you will perform well. It means that at different levels of stress, your performance will be affected. So if there's no stress, actually your performance is zero because nothing is pushing you to move forward. So in this particular situation, there is little to no movement. Life is every day, wake up and wake up. Nothing else. You're not stressed to want to get food. You're not stressed to want to prepare your children for school. You're not stressed to want to prepare breakfast. You're not stressed to go to work, anything. So it's like no stress. So there's no movement or little movement. Now, when there's a little bit of stress, sometimes your boss asks you, hey, please do this. And then you move a little. So you have to be kicked a little and move a little, kick a little, move a little. And that is a little bit of stress. And when stress increases a little bit more, it will become enough for you to do your work. Okay, not too much, but you have deadlines, you have something that you need to look forward to, that you need to meet, timeline and time frame and whatnot. Then you are able to work accordingly. And there is a level which is known as the optimum level. If you look at the middle of this, it is between just nice and also stress. It's the optimum level whereby you enjoy your work, you enjoy your life. The stress levels that you have is just nice, just right, okay, just right for how you behave, how you work in your daily life. Now, if you push it further away from the optimum, you will start to become fatigued. So fatigue sometimes may be because you start to have more work and you can't meet deadlines. And then when there are more and more things piling up, you become exhausted. And when life is such where you perceive stress to an extent that it's really affecting your relationships, it's affecting your family, it's affecting you internally, you may become distressed and very anxious. And last but not least, the highest would be you are dysfunction. Now this is the stress curve. So if I put it into another viewpoint, if you look at this slide over here, from no stress to super stress. So little or no movement is like, I have no task, so there's no stress. Move a little is I have tasks, but no immediate deadline, so I can still take my time. Likely enough would be my tasks are just right for my skills and my interests. There are deadlines, there are things I'm doing, okay, I'm fine with it. Okay, an optimum is when your tasks and your skills are aligned and you're working happily and you're enjoying your job and you're enjoying your life. Now when your task starts to accumulate, there are tasks that you cannot finish and you're not meeting your deadlines, you become tired and fatigued. And if you cannot finish your task, every day is like going to war. And you will feel exhausted. And if your task and if what you're doing is causing you not to be able to eat, not have time for yourself, so you will become distressed and anxious. And dysfunction is when your body shuts down. I'm not sure whether you've experienced stress so much so that you can't do anything at all. You have to stop and you have to just relax. You can't think already. Now, I have had this experience before while preparing for a function in one of my previous employments where I was the MC and at the same time I was also the coordinator for the whole event. So I was there typing out my MC script and also thinking about how the event would go because a very important person, or rather VVIP, will be attending, and together with the top CEO and management of the company. I was so stressed that I couldn't function. I was typing and suddenly nothing comes to my mind and I couldn't work at all, and I literally had to stop whatever I was doing and just lay down and just take a breath and just wait, okay, until I'm fully calm. Okay, this is actually a mindset or mindfulness practice, but it is not for this course. But yeah, you be calm, and once I'm okay, then I start work again. I had a colleague who is the manager. Okay, I'll call him or her the manager. Now this colleague was so stressed that suddenly she fainted out of expectation, because she was so pressured in the okay, it's a she. She was so pressured in her work. She was so pressured in the task that she needs to fulfill, so many deadlines, so many people to manage and so on, right? One day she collapsed and she had to be hospitalized because of stress. Now the problem is not stress again, it's the problem of how we are perceiving the stress, and because she has taken it so much upon herself that she needs to do a good job and the best job and cannot be wrong, and this is really, she has created this really stressful bubble that she's in. That's why her body responded in a way that needs to shut down. Okay? I hope you don't need to go to that level. Alright, but I'm just telling you that this happens.